guess that's all I have.
Okay, have a good weekend, Steve.
Okay, thanks, guys.
We'll call the meeting back to order. No decisions were made in executive session.
I will go see if Dawn is ready.
With this storm system, we're gonna have to expect anything. I mean, it could.
It's all over the place.
I know. We could have a tornado, we could have a blizzard, we could have a monsoon rain.
We could have just wind, or we could, I mean,
Oh.
Should be here in just a minute or so.
Thank you. I'm gonna fill my back up. I'm right there, right on.
Hello. Okay.
Ryan home for spring break?
She's not. She's going to California.
Oh.
She's going on her first official college spring break extravaganza. So I'll be a nervous wreck next week. Okay, so I got the final judgment distribution of funds or whatever for the last tax sale that happened in November. So I got the taxes paid on the one property that was purchased. And then I have the abatements for the rest of the tax that we didn't have enough funds to pay. So I'll need those signed. So the sale of the property, it paid 2.5 years of the back taxes. And then we're writing off 3.5, I believe. Taxes were only $100 a year, so it's not.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
So the tax year is up here. So this is for 2020, I believe. So that's the half, because it did pay for half of that. And then there should be 21, 22, 23. And the new owners paid 24. So. And then all the other tracks that were up for sale were redeemed.
So that's good.
Yes. And so I was talking with another treasurer, and she was saying that at the end of her tax sale, she kind of does this cover sheet breakdown spreadsheet. And at the end of each tax sale, the tax foreclosure fund should be zero, either with money being transferred out to the county general or money being transferred in from the county general, depending on how the sale works out. And it's based off of this worksheet. That has never been done for any of our tax sales, partly because it started right when COVID, our first one was a big one, and then COVID hit, and then there was issues with the previous treasurer and all of that. So I've finally gone back and started working on it. So I did this one, I did the spreadsheet for this one that we're currently finishing, and the one previous to that all of them redeemed. And I'm working on the other three with getting all of the court filings and reading through all the documentation. So I was hoping to get it all done to you and have you see all 5 of them today, but I only got 2. So here's the one on the current one. For you, Ms. Leslie.
thank you.
It just shows that, and the top part is all the tracks, they were redeemed, the taxes that were redeemed, so we collected little over 48,000 in taxes. The one was $1,000 bid. Those were the bottom part. Those are the fees that we collected, the $1,000 collected. So in total, we made $4,400, and then the fees the costs. So we're in the negative by 100, but I think
you have
that.
to understand, we have to guess.
Right, exactly.
We have to guess what the cost of the sale is gonna be when we
Right.
get our
Yep.
court-ordered assessed costs.
Right, so like this was the previous one where they all got redeemed. and it shows we collected a little over 54,000 in taxes, and then we ended up in the black by $900, a little over $900. So it's gonna balance out in favor of the county, with all of them, but, so once I get all 5 of them done, I'll come back to you with all 5 of these, so we can make these adjustments
Okay.
once I know that our number is good. But this is kind of my project I've been working on right now,
Busy.
especially since we have the next tax sale already in the works and abstract, work being done on that. I'd like to get this balanced and zeroed, so we start fresh with this next one, hopefully. And then this will just be part of the procedure. When I come, this will be done, and
So here's a question.
Mm-hmm.
Why is it zeroed out when we have expenses without any income at the beginning, like the certificate of title and,
we kind of, well,
where does that come from if this is zeroed?
it's negative until we hit the tax sale to
Gotcha.
replenish it.
Okay,
And then we do this final settlement and zero it back out and work on the next one.
gotcha.
So,
So we just work in the negative.
yeah, yep. And then the tax sale hopefully is the big positive, both for collecting taxes and recouping those funds. But this kind of gives us, I think this will give you a better idea too, that if maybe we need to raise the court costs a little bit or something. Because those do seem to fluctuate, and I don't know how those are set.
Well, there's a difference, because they did an extra publication.
Gotcha,
That
gotcha.
we don't do.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So that was, let's see here, $1,500 expense that we didn't have on.
Right. Okay. So yeah, I think it gives a nice overview so we can kind of
Right.
judge for
I'm happy,
for
quite
future.
honestly, for guessing.
Yes, no, this was great. And to see the taxes collected too, that
0015 to 0018.
that the company, that the county got to recover. So,
So the 310 in Bird City, that was recovered?
this was that $1,000
Okay, so
bid.
There.
Yep, this
They
one.
sold it at the tax sale.
Yep, they sold that one at the tax sale. And so we've got 2.5 years paid. We're writing 3.5 years off.
We'll need a motion to approve abatements 00015 through 0018, I believe, right?
Make a motion to approve abatements 005
0015 through 00018. 18.
15
15 through 18.
Sorry.
000 D 15 through 00018.
Yep, that works.
Sorry.
It's been moved and seconded to approve abatements 00015 through 18. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed, okay.
Awesome. Okay,
You want
yep.
me to, go ahead.
I'll give you back the originals. I just want to make copies for my files. Because you have to keep the originals for permanent. So that's all I have. Unless you
Thank
have
you.
questions for me.
Thank you for getting that done.
Okay. Like I said, hopefully the 31st, I'll have all 5 of them done and we can look at all 5 of them. That's the plan, but.
Have a good weekend.
Yep, thanks, you too.
Steve, did you have something else?
I did.
Okay.
One more.
Sorry about that.
You're fine.
Something I was gonna tie on with the crack seal, and that's the chip seal. Where we're at on that.
Okay.
This is just kind of a breakdown of pricing. Has a little list up there in the upper right corner of the locations we're gonna try and do. We're looking at about similar length of miles of road that we did 2 years ago. It'd be about 4.7 miles. It was 4.8 miles 2 years ago. And then plus the village, I know we talked about trying to do
Right.
some work up there, at least in the parking lot area and maybe some of the other roads going around. I did separate that out. I don't know how that will be handled on the money end of things, but the village cost Probably in the neighborhood of $18,000 for rock and oil. Take care of that, and that's included in the total prices I have listed from the 3 different suppliers. I really would like to, I'll just come right out and say it, I really want to use the lightweight from Arcosa. It's the same material we've used the last couple times. We did a mix of sand seal and Arcosa one year, and then the last time we did it, we just did all of the lightweight material. It's what they use on the highways. It's pretty decent stuff. I think it packs in and it stays in place. Locations would be the Parks Road all the way out to the gravel. And then I'd like to hit Road 15 again. That's not an absolute. We don't have to do that, but I would like to hit that Road 15 from Highway 36 north to the detour road, which is about a half mile, I believe. And then the Angle Road as well. I'd like to hit that again. Those are all, especially the Angle Road, that's a lot of truck traffic, and I think it would help that. It'd be a benefit to do that one again as well. The oil's a little cheaper this time around. It's, I think, at $3.81 delivered. It was over $4 2 years ago when we did this. This is nothing we have to make a motion and approve today. I just wanted to kind of put this is where we're at. If we went with Arcosa for rock and oil, it looks like that would run at the $167,386 dollar figure, and that's comparable to what we did 2 years ago. And part of it helped. The rock delivered is a little more expensive than it was 2 years ago, but then the oil price was down too. I did look at Huber Sand, and that's the outfit I think that city got their material from last year, and with the bigger stuff, which I think is what they used, it's the 1/2-inch chip and delivered. That would be actually just slightly more than the Arcosa lightweight. But I would, like I said, I would prefer to use Arcosa material for the project. And then if it's, I'm gonna, assuming there's no objections, I'd like to let Steve Marshall know, who was with Kibitco. They've now become BlackRock, and I just wanted to let him know that we're gonna plan on it, and we can lock in our price on the oil too at the $3.81. And we're at no risk with doing that. If we get down to a couple days out and something happens and we have to scratch the project, we're not on the hook for anything. It's just I want to let them know that we're planning on doing it. If there's no objections, I'll do that.
The other one that's cheaper, you don't like them, correct? Isn't it?
Yeah, at the very bottom, we had a heck of a time. It's more of a sand seal material, and you get a lot of fines, and it built up on a plate that's on the underside of the belt, and it would get so much that it would actually stop the belt. It would be spinning.
Okay.
The rollers would be spinning, and then you can't get at it. It's literally you're taking a crowbar and doing this to get up in there to get that out, and it just packs in like
Well, I trust your word on
hard,
that.
wet cement. It's,
Okay.
so and I really think the product from Arcosa is some of the better stuff. It's more of an angular rock, and I've got samples over there showing
Well,
that
I trust you.
you get it packed in, it locks
So
in.
we need a motion so you can lock the price?
Yeah, if you, that might not be a,
I thought you said we didn't need a motion. We do?
I
asking, yeah, and I'm not sure.
If you're spending this kind of money, you better be making some motions.
Okay, yeah, all right.
Yeah.
And again,
that's what I got from you, is you wanted to lock it in.
yes, that's
Okay.
would be the first step,
Yeah.
to know that we're gonna have that price on the oil at $3.81, so that would protect us from it going up, 30, 40 cents a gallon in a
Is
few
this the one that
months.
you showed me yesterday?
Yeah,
Do you have that with you?
I do. Yeah, give me a second here. Yep, actually, I did make copies of it, so there's that. If you wanted to look at that one. I don't know if you need to see that again or not, but that's not.
Yeah, this is the original that you need signed.
And this is all, we've all budgeted for this. correct?
Well, we've got an asphalt budget, I don't know, it's not gonna cover all of that, but we can use money out of the special road improvement fund. That's what we've done in the past.
If we're gonna start taking care of all the roads around the rest home, we're probably gonna have to start budgeting some more money. Cause that could add up real fast, some of that.
You can, yeah, cause some of it's arguably probably too far
I
gone.
don't think the rest of them wants to
Chip
pay
seal,
for
but-
it.
Well, one of the things that I was wondering is if you could use the capital improvement for that,
Of,
for the CCB, the capital improvement fund.
I'd have to think about that.
There's two different oils, and
We're
one's
gonna have a lot
fog
of
seal,
major
the other's
projects
chip
up
seal.
there over the years. And if you just taking 18,000 out of there,
We wouldn't be
Just
doing
to
the
do
fog
oil.
seal at this time, it'd be something at a
I
later
don't know, I
date,
think
if we wanted to do it.
somehow it's really not theirs, that oil around it, it's not theirs. As far as I'm concerned.
I'm sorry, it's not the village?
Yeah, I know it is, but yet,
Well, they're leasing the whole thing.
do what?
They're leasing all of that, including the parking lot. For something to think about.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just know it's good for our community.
I mean, with the way the economy's
They've got a lot
been
of
so terrible, do you
expenses
think
up
oil
there.
will go down? I was just
I
curious.
was sitting there thinking the same thing, but I don't know. She was saying that oil would happen to go down.
I just like, with every, I'm just thinking, I'm assuming they get it from somewhere
I
or
wouldn't
something. I
bet on
didn't know
that.
with everything with our, I mean, I'm sure it's like markets in general, it has a chance
It
of going
could,
up and
yeah.
going down. I just didn't know if,
It could skyrocket.
yeah, I know, that's what I'm saying, I know it can, I just didn't know, because this project would be when?
And probably in middle of August.
So
I'm
later
just-
summer.
I'm taking a guess, but that's when we've
Sure.
typically done it in the past, it's
Okay.
been
No, I don't remember.
usually after the fair. We try to get it scheduled in. At the hottest time of the year.
I know, yeah, no, you're good, I just, when you're talking.
But a lot of it too is availability.
Sure, no, that's true.
Right?
Right, he starts scheduling actually about first week of April. He'll probably,
So, no, and I know you got a plan for these things, I'm just,
Well, on the other one, there was two companies we really couldn't get to do it anyway, so that's
Yeah.
with Sweeney. That's why we went.
right, with the
Yeah.
crack seal part, yeah.
So, I'm just, like you're saying, it may not be available, but I don't know.
So what is the amount for the motion?
It would be,
The gallons, yeah, at a price of $3.81 per gallon for the oil to apply for chip seal.
I think he's wanting to know what the total number would be.
The total would be $103,620.57.
And that's what we need the motion on, so we don't need it on the rock.
Yeah, I guess the only reason we might be making a motion to approve is I just wanted to sign their form and saying we're planning on doing our project. And then we can, and if something, change our mind and don't wanna spend that kind of money on the rock, let's say, have time to think about it, we're not on the hook. I mean, signing this and turning it in, we can cancel the project basically at any time.
Okay.
for the oil.
So we're not locked into having to buy anything, it's just locking in a price, is what it is. And if we wanna approve the rest of it too, I would be fine with that, cause I think that's a pretty good idea, that's what we're gonna need and,
So you're basically just wanting to approve the oil.
yeah, at a minimum,
Yeah.
yeah.
I think what you need to do is just approve the project. These are the projected prices, right?
Yep,
And so.
It's
if you want
167.
to, yeah, if you want to go with, how do you say it?
Arcosa, and that would be
Arcosa.
for the rock and the oil.
Right. For the chip
I
seal
mean,
project.
there's other expenses that come along with the project, I mean, there are equipment and wages,
But this is just for rock and oil.
correct.
So we need a motion to approve the oil at $103,620.57. And then we need,
You just need a motion to approve the chip seal project through.
Yeah,
Arcosa.
Arcosa
Using-
for 167,386.05.
Yes.
It's down on, towards the bottom of there, right there.
so moved.
Okay, second.
It's been moved and seconded to approve Arcosa's bid 167,386.05. All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. All opposed?
Spell that. No, I just didn't know how to spell that.
Now I think that was it, sorry. Well, once again, have
I
a
was
good weekend,
wondering-
bud, thanks, you
I
too.
was wondering about that because we had talked about that
Yeah.
yesterday, and I was like, well, when are you gonna get that, whatever route?
As soon as I walked out the door, wait a minute. Okay,
All right.
thank you, have a good weekend.
Too bad. Did you have anything else, or you?
Not that I know of, I think
Nope,
I've got
I think
everything
we're good.
covered.
Okay, I'll make a motion we adjourn.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to adjourn. All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. All opposed?
Off to Denver.
Drive safe, I'm sorry.
Hey, at least it was a short meeting. So-
Did you-
Is it your granddaughter that's here?